UAE-based Cypher Capital to launch a new $100 million blockchain fund, and Americana Group is reportedly in IPO talks. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Cypher Capital, a private VC firm based in the UAE, says it's launching a $100 million seed fund that will focus on investments in blockchain, crypto, and other digital asset projects. It will have a special interest in projects in the DeFi, GameFi, and Metaverse space. Cypher Capital officials say they aim to cooperate with and expand the blockchain ecosystem, encompassing visionary innovators, outstanding talent, and other VC partners. The firm plans to launch its hub in JBR, Dubai in the months ahead. VC firm Shaduca Partners has launched the second edition of its seed-staged focused fund, Vidaya Fund 2, targeting a fund size of $150 million. As was the case for the predecessor fund, Vidaya Fund 2 will primarily focus on early-stage startups in fintech, software, platform verticals, and digital assets. Shaduca has been making strides in the MENAP region through its Web 3.0 thesis. It led the pre-seed round of Nukta, the first NFT born out of Saudi Arabia. Saudi's Americana Group, owned by the Public Investment Fund and Adeptio AD Investments, is reportedly in talks for a potential listing in the UAE. The operator of KFC and Pizza Hut restaurants across the MENA region could also opt for a rare dual listing in the UAE and Saudi. An Americana IPO could raise about $1 billion. The firm was valued at about $3.5 billion when it was taken private in 2017. Kuwait-based Mizan Holding, one of the largest producers and suppliers of food, beverage, and pharmaceutical products in the GCC, saw its 2021 net profit and revenue drop. Mizan's operating profit for 2021 was down 34.7% at $36.8 million. Its annual earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization plunged 14% to $71.7 million. Mizan officials say the firm faced global supply chain challenges and inflation. The U.S. has signed a trade deal with the U.K. to cut tariffs on British steel and aluminum, which was imposed in 2018, and to stop retaliatory tariffs on some American goods. The trade deal will counter unfair trade practices by China, which the West says harms their industries and workers. The deal gives the UK a duty-free import quota of 500,000 tons of steel. Similarly, the UK will end retaliatory tariffs on products worth more than $500 million. Chinese social media and gaming giant Tencent Holding saw an 8% rise in Q4 revenues to $22.63 billion, its slowest growth since going public in 2004. Full-year revenue rose 16%, its slowest ever pace as well. A year-and-a-half-long crackdown by Beijing on tech giants has brought decades of unbridled growth to an end and placed them under new rules governing how they interact with their users and how they conduct M&As. Meanwhile, Kasich Group Holdings says it won't be able to release its audited 2021 financial results before the March 31st deadline due to incomplete auditing work. The property developer says the delay is due to the new outbreak of COVID-19 this month in China, which led to the mandatory lockdown of Shenzhen and the company's headquarters. The group didn't disclose when it expects the audit work to be complete. Forbes will hold its first ever Under 30 Summit in Botswana next month, bringing together 500 participants for mentorship, networking, and important conversations on sustainability, innovations, and entrepreneurship. 1/3 will be from the Under 30 Africa community, 1/3 from Botswana, and 1/3 from the Under 30 community worldwide. From April 24th to the 28th, the event will convene Botswana business leaders, government officials, venture capital, and business role models, alongside young entrepreneurs and innovators. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.